Alrighty, let's talk about on page 78. We're going to start talking about base, rate, and percentage. Now just a little tip. Percentage can also be called percentage, percent, and sometimes even portion. I tend to call it two things, percentage and portion. I try not to do it in the classroom. I try to call it one thing and one thing only. But just in case I slip, know that if I say portion, I'm still talking about percentage, okay? But it can be called either thing. A couple more tips. Know that your rate will always, always, always be a percent. I think my pen is running out here. See if this one's any better. Also know that your base and percentage, is that any better? We'll see. Base and percentage will always be the same unit of measure. For example, if your base is in dollars, your percentage will be dollars. If your percentage is in ounces, your base will be in ounces. If we're talking about homes, they will both be in units of measure of homes. Now what does that tell you? For example, if we give you base and we're asking for percentage as your answer, your base is in dollars, your answer should have the dollar sign with it. Okay? So remember, percentage and base will always be the same unit of measure. Rate will always be a percentage. Over on page 79. I think we talked about this in chapter 2 as well. Might have been chapter 1. The word of equals multiplication. When you see the word of, you know you're going to multiply. But also, on page 79, about a quarter of the way down, in italics you have the word rule. It says, the number that follows the word of, the word after that is going to be your base. It goes on to say, it is also your denominator. So the word after the word of is your base, and it will also be your denominator right there. You with me? The number that follows the word is the percentage. So anything after the word of, you multiply and it's going to be your base. Is going to be percentage. This will help you in the long run. It'll also help you in the short run, probably. Alright, now, just like the previous chapter, I think it's like page 79 or something, when you had some formulas, well, my friends, you have formulas here too. Here you have 3 formulas. If you'll look with me at the bottom of page 79, you have 3 formulas. The first formula, percentage equals rate times base. The second formula, rate equals percentage divided by base. There's only one thing left, which is base equals percentage divided by, we've only got one thing left, right? Rate. If you know these 3 formulas, it will help you. Because we're going to give you 2 out of the 3 numbers that you need. And after that, you just have to fill in the blanks. And it is that easy. Let me show you just how easy it's going to be. If you go with me to example Q, over on page, I'm going to guess 80. Example Q on page 80. Lena Hoover is a financial analyst. In December, she received a bonus of $600, which equaled 15% of her monthly salary. What was her monthly salary? Remember rules 1, 2, and 3 of a word problem. Read it. Well, and then read it again, and then read it again. Make sure you know what they're telling you, and then make sure you know what they're asking for. They're asking for their monthly salary. So, let's start. Now, we always know rate is going to be a percentage. Does the word problem give us a percentage? It does. In December, she received a $600 bonus, which equaled 15% of her monthly salary. So we know rate is 15%. It goes on to say she received a $600 bonus. Now, think about it. What are they asking? They're asking what was her monthly salary. So monthly salary is going to be your base. That's the one thing we don't know. Percentage is going to be the $600. The $600 was a portion, and there I just did it. $600 was a percent of her monthly salary. You with me? That's how we figured it out. Now, do we have a formula to find base? Base equals, you're right, P divided by R. So, base equals P, $600, divided by rate, 15%, and that gives me a base of base. Guys, we know base is going to be bigger than $600, right? Base is going to be $4,000. That would be your answer. We give you 2 out of the 3. You have to know the formula, or at least which formula to use. And guys, most calculators will take it just like this. You don't have to change that to a decimal. But you have to learn your calculator. Some of you might have to move that to a decimal, but I'm guessing in today's age, most of your calculators, you can just plug in 600 divided by 15%, and you should get that. Most calculators will do that. What you've got to remember is, remember that base and percentage are always the same unit of measure. So, percentage was $1, which means my base has to be $1. You with me on that? Alrighty. There's some more exercises. Be sure to work the 3 formulas, percentage, base, and rate. And let me stop the video and we'll start a new one on the next topic. Hope that helps.